When replaying Sonic the Hedgehog, going back to Green Hill Zone, I learned something that I have never noticed before. Now everybody says that Sonic is about speed, and while that's true, I want to go a little bit further. What I learned in Green Hill Zone is that it's not just about speed. Sonic is really about controlling momentum, right? Because when you're playing the game and you're going to the right and you're jumping over enemies, all that feels great when you're going fast, you're doing the loop-de-loops, you're in the ball mode, everything feels great. But when you stop, all of a sudden the game feels horrible. Why is that? Because the game is built around you going fast and controlling that speed, not just going forward in a straight line. If you hit an enemy, the game stops. If you miss a jump, you then have to go and find a new route, or sometimes you get hit and you miss a jump, you hit a spike, you get hit by an enemy, whatever. Let's say you try to jump and you hit an enemy. Cool, that's what you wanted to do, you controlled that outcome, and then you keep going. If you try to make a jump and you miss, all of a sudden what you wanted to do and what you chose to do did not match, and what happened also doesn't match. So now you got to try to figure out what to do on the fly to get that flow state and get that feeling back. I covered it a little bit in the Mario video, but Sonic is built around the flow state and the gas pedal. So if Mario was about knowing how to push the gas pedal up and down, Sonic is all about keeping it pushed down, never letting it go, and then being able to drive the car without ever stopping, right? Now, here's the thing that I also learned. If you are playing Green Hill Zone and you recognize the music and you recognize the stage layout and you recognize that there's different levels, the top being the highest difficulty, the bottom being the lowest difficulty. I'm sorry, actually other way around. The bottom is the hardest difficulty because it has more enemies and traps, and the top is the highest difficulty, which has more jumps and more platforming, but there's less enemies. In the middle is kind of like the standard route that you're going to be. You realize that the actual level itself kind of guides you into which version that you want to play. Are you super speedy and precise? You can go to the top route, you can make all your jumps, and you can find areas that you might not have noticed. You can get to the top route. If you're on the middle route and you miss a jump or you miss a spot and you have to fall down and now you have more traps, you have more enemies to fight back, now you're in the harder mode, but you have I would say an easier time getting back to the top than you would be getting to the top and going back down, right? And the other thing that you have to notice is that the rings themselves also kind of guide you to where you want to go in the level. If you notice, rings are sometimes right where secrets are going to be. Rings are where you want to go in the level. Rings will sometimes tell you there's a path down here, there's a little extra pocket down here, there's a platform to jump that'll raise you up there, they'll be on top of the springs, they'll be next to item boxes, wherever they're going to be, that's somewhere that you can explore. And the fact that the rings, as well as being score, they're also your health. So when you lose your rings again, now you have to try to regain them before they disappear, which doesn't feel good. It stops your flow. Honestly, Sonic is just like when you have $1 on the ground and you're trying to chase it and then you see other things around you, right? If you stay confident and you know where you're trying to go, you can get that $1 on the ground and you can keep moving and have a rest of your day. If you see $1 on the ground and you stop, you try to figure out what you want to do. Should I grab it? Should I leave it alone? Is somebody going to watch it? You have all these thoughts. All of a sudden, that simple action turns to 100 different actions and you don't know what to do when you're frozen. So, in conclusion, Sonic doesn't just reward speed, it rewards controlled momentum, and it rewards you being confident enough in yourself to drive the car without crashing and to pick the $1 up off the ground without stopping.